Mike.
How's it going, Sean?
Pretty good, pretty good. Did you ever notice that I'm always the one to say hi to you?
Yeah, because I'm not a friendly guy.
Oh, okay. Fair
That's
enough.
fair.
All right. That's all I just wanted to just confirm that. I just wanted you to let the viewers know. Sweet. I'm going to let you talk about this one because you're the one that brought this to the table this week.
I never bring the cool beers. This time I did.
Yeah, he brought something very, very cool. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'll put the label up in between us, but just because it's just the bottle is awesome too.
We got some Russian River Temptation. This was sent to me by my cousin, who he texted me asking me. We were actually podcasting when this happened. Texted me asking me if I knew what Russian River asked me about what Pliny. I was like, yeah, of course I know what Pliny is. He said, I'm going to Russian River. Do you want anything? I said, yes. Send me lots of stuff. And he sent me a few bottles, and he sent me 2 Plinies in this one because there was no what was it?
Blind pig.
No blind pig. They were limited that day apparently. But I was lucky enough to get 2 bottles of Pliny and this sour.
Yeah, their sour beers are out of this world. Like that's how they started. They started with sours, and the funny like little story about how they started like Corbel Corbel Champagne wanted to like start brewing, so they hired Vinny, and then he was brewing for them and was brewing with like Brettanomyces. And then they decided they didn't want to brew anymore, so they sold like that part of their business to him, and Russian River was born. It's like I never knew that story until about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, and it makes sense because they started with the sours and stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Temptation here, the commercial description is it beer? Is it wine? Aged in French oak wine barrels for 12 months with distinct characteristics of fruit and subtle oak, sounds more like a description of wine than beer. But of course, Temptation is indeed beer. Actually, Temptation is a blonde ale fermented with special strain of yeast, then aged in French oak Chardonnay barrels. Flavors of wine and oak absorb into the brew throughout 12 months of aging. During this aging process, a secondary fermentation occurs using a yeast strain disliked by most brewers and winemakers called Brettanomyces. Maybe?
Brettanomyces.
Yeah. So, the Brett gives Temptation intriguing characteristics and a pleasant sourness. Temptation is re-fermented in the bottle to create its carbonation, a process commonly known to make fine champagne and sparkling wine. Spent yeast forms a thin layer of sediment to remain in the bottle.
I thought you were going to freak out.
No.
Damn it. I kept making faces and I was telling the viewers to wait.
Oh, Jesus.
I was going to be like, they're right at the end, and I was hoping you would jump. Damn it.
Am I a jumper?
I was hoping you were for this time. All right. Ready to pour this?
Sure.
All right, so what do we got on the color here?
Definitely like
Straw.
a pale gold, kind of.
Yeah, pale gold. Looks definitely unfiltered.
Yeah.
Nice lacing. Look at that.
Yeah, it's nice little bubbles.
So this is
really beautiful.
So this is 7.5%. They say the sourness is high. I guess they have a sourness scale on Russian River's website. I think I've had this when I've been in San Francisco. I definitely had the Consecration and Damnation and some other sourish beers. But yeah, this looks. Let's see what we got on the nose.
Sure.
Sour.
Sour
For
fruit.
sure.
Like that funk.
Yeah, definitely funk.
So, like
You definitely get the Chardonnay. Like
Yeah.
the winey tinge to it.
yeah, you definitely get like lemon though.
Yeah,
lemon, like that tart
lemon
kinda.
zest, yeah.
You get actually a little bit of like wood, like oak,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oak, lemon, citrusy goodness. I think we should probably take a sip.
I think we can do that, sir. How about that?
Cheers. Thank you for bringing this.
No problem, sir. Thank you.
I wouldn't call the sourness level high.
I was about to say the exact same thing.
Okay. I was actually waiting for you to be like, says you. Grapefruit. No. I'm getting like a soury bitterness of the grapefruit at the back of my tongue. Mm-hmm. Juicy though.
Yep. And definitely getting like that champagne-y, like a white wine kind of thing.
For sure.
Going.
For sure.
You're getting like lemon,
Kind of like a Pinot Grigio almost, though, but it's not even the Chardonnay barrels. But I'm getting like the Pinot Grigio. I guess that's maybe like because I get grapefruit in Pinot Grigio.
Yeah, sometimes it's that because Pinot Grigio sometimes that dryness.
Yep.
You're in that dry, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. There's a lot going on.
I like the mouthfeel a lot. It's like really light and crisp.
Yep.
The flavors are really like subtle's not the word, but they're really balanced for a sour. You know, some of the sours can be a little overbearing on the sour scale. This is very, very pleasant, very, very nice.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, so for a sour, this is. I think this is definitely up there with my tops.
Well, it's just so balanced and nice.
Yeah.
And like I said, like the white wine and the champagne-y characteristics are really prominent in a nice way.
Yeah. And the fact that this is like, you definitely get like the blonde ale characteristics of it.
Yep.
And it's good to see that you're digging this because obviously I think I'm more of a sour guy than you. But you're slowly creeping up to liking them more and more. It seems.
Yeah, I mean, I've never had an issue with them. I've just had an issue with drinking lots of them.
I think everyone has an issue drinking lots of them. Like, you drink like 2 or 3 and you're like, I can't taste anything.
Yeah, I like having 4 to 6 ounces and like I would have wine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Like I've had one person go to a sour beer fest and they left early.
Yeah, I wouldn't go.
Because they were like, yeah, we had to leave early because I just couldn't taste anything anymore. And it just wasn't fun.
For sure.
What would you give this?
Being that I'm not a prominent sour beer drinker, I mean, should we rate this against type or rate this as an overall beer?
Why don't you rate it as, again,
because you should have to rate it against type, right?
Yeah, but I'd be curious to know, okay, rate this against type, and then I would like to just know your score for overall beer.
Overall, this is probably my favorite sour I've had, overall. If I was going to rate this, I would probably, if I was going to rate this overall as a beer, I'd probably give it 4 to 4.25, because sours aren't really my thing.
Okay.
I'm enjoying this one for sure.
Yeah.
Where would you rate this?
I'd go 4.75.
4.75.
Maybe even 5.
Would you
be willing to go to what?
4.5?
Fair.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'll go to 4.5. Perfect.
4.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nerdsense 4.5 for Russian River's Temptation barrel aged wild ale.
So good.
Chardonnay barrel aged wild ale. Sorry.
And I don't get much Chardonnay. Maybe I'm just not I'm definitely getting more of the Pinot Grigio. You know?
Yeah, that's because I didn't like Pinot Grigio for a while, and it was because it gave me that grapefruit bitterness in the back. But I'm liking this a lot. Like, it's very interesting of like a back end flavor as it finishes off slowly at the back of my tongue.
I like that it's dry and it has definitely that Grigio kind of a smell and I'm glad you brought that up because I was pegging it as a white wine and I couldn't really figure out where I was going, but there we go.
Yeah, and who would have thought I knew something about wine?
Fair enough. Awesome.
So I wish these came in bigger bottles, but
oh, no kidding. I was disappointed because I guess I didn't.
It's probably like a $16 bottle too.
Yeah.
But yeah, any final thoughts?
As far as sours, this is probably the best I've had. It's probably not the best entry sour.
No.
But if you're semi curious, semi into them, I probably couldn't recommend a better one.
If you can find it. Well, actually, if you're on the West Coast, this is relatively not hard to get. Yeah. It's relatively easy.
There we go.
All right, cool. Well, subscribe to the page. Just hit the subscribe button. Check out our Twitter, our Instagram. Check out our Untapped pages. And hope you guys like it. Just comment. Let us know what you think of it. If you had it, let us know if you liked it or not. If you don't like it, let us know. And if you don't like the new video format, also let us know as well. Well, I'm Sean.
And I'm Mike.
And this is Nerdsense Drinks.